The Stalker. It was a dark night where the wind was howling and the furnace at home was on to keep me warm. Everyone was asleep, unlike me where I'm always awake. It's hard to sleep when the wind is so loud that you can't even isolate it with a pillow. Some time passes and I start to hear scratching at the front door. Instantly I feel shivers down my spine and all I feel is anxiety wash over me as I continue to listen to the scratching at the front door and the howling of the wind outside. It was too dark for me to see what was going on, so I turned a flashlight on. And within moments I had my flashlight in my hands and the thrill of excitement washes over the anxiety that once washed over me moments ago. Without hesitation I walked to the door that I heard scratching coming from. As I reach the door I notice the scratching has stopped, and then I start to feel the shivers rush over me again as I begin to try and speak. Hello? Who's there? No one responds. The shivers intensify as I begin to realize that there is nobody at the door, and without realizing I start to panic. After a few minutes of thinking, I went back to the living room where my furnace was still on, so I went back and sat down in my chair by the fire and decided to forget what I heard. About an hour or so passes. I hear my phone ring. The sound coming from the phone instantly makes my senses jumpstart and I completely fall off the chair. Even though I'm stunned from the out of the ordinary sudden call I receive, I answer without hesitation. But although I answered the phone, no voice came out from the phone, just static. Then a few moments later I hear a voice saying, "Hello there buddy, I went by your house an hour ago, hope I didn't scare you." I responded, "Hey there sir, I'm calling the cops," and then hung up the phone instantly and dialed 911. A person responds, "Hello, this is 911, what is your emergency?" I responded, "Hello sir. I'm calling because I have recently had a person stalking me and then calling me and it's creeping me out." The guy responds, "Okay sir. I will need an address so that we can send a car your way and ask further questions in person." I responded, "Okay sir, my address is this." Then the guy responds, "Okay sir, I will send a car your way, we will be there within 10 minutes. A month passed and I heard back from the officer that they got the guy who was stalking me. I will never forget this day. This will forever be in my mind and never will forget it. I hope that this story helps those who are being stalked to not let the stalker get away with it but to get help and have authorities take over the situation. The storm. It was a dark and stormy night, the wind was loud, and it was pouring outside heavily. Me and my brothers were together in the room scared where all we could hear was, drip, drip, drip. Some of the water has breached the ceiling. Within a moment, me and my brothers together started scrambling onto our feet off our beds as we went and got a bucket so that we could keep the water from dripping onto the floor. Moments later I try to turn a light switch on and the moment I flip the switch, nothing comes on. I then went to the window and saw that it was raining really badly, and then saw that lightning had struck a tree and the tree branches were dangling along the power line. My face went from being in awe to having worry wash over me as I saw that without the power line, I can't even contact anyone. So, I go back away from the window, and I continue to help my brothers with the water problem. Moments pass, and we finally get to all the places that were dripping with a bucket under them, so now we won't have to worry about the water problem. An hour later, the storm seemed to be passing and so me and my brothers decided to call it a night and hit the hay. And so we get back into our beds and drift off asleep. Morning comes and power is back on. I turn the TV on and watch the news. The entire area was absolutely destroyed. Trees fell on a lot of houses and power lines last night, and me and my brothers felt lucky that we weren't one of those victims, but hope that those who did have it happen didn't get hurt. I hope this helps those who have these types of storms so that you can prioritize safety above all things with you and your family. The haunted house. It was a dark and sinister night with a full moon. My heart was pounding as me and my friend Alex approached the house. While we approached the house, I saw Alex trembling in fear. I asked him, "Hey you, okay?" Alex responds, "Yeah, just not fully ready yet." I nod to Alex as though agreeing with him. As we approached the gate, we noticed the vines that swarmed around the gate and the amount of rust on the gate showing how old the gate is. And the stone walls with cracks visible along them showing weather and erosion have impacted them over time. We open the rusted-over gate slowly, noticing the creaks coming from the gate as we push it and feeling the anxiety wash over us as we walk in. I tell Alex, "See, that was easy." Alex responds, "That was so frightening. What do you mean?" We both laugh as we notice the path. I say, "Hey, path's over here, bozo." He rushes over to my side as though I'm his guardian angel. We both continue walking the path. Some time passes, and we start to notice the house. It was painted dark, with vines all along it, the doors looking super old and rotten. As we approach the stairs, we notice there are cracks in the stone within the stairs. As we enter the spooky building, we open the door, and we instantly notice the creaks that the door was making, alarming us instantly. I ask Alex, "Hey man, this seems a bit sketchy, don't you think?" He responds, "Yeah man, this is pretty weird." As we entered the building, I started to notice a huge chandelier, and the room was super large and big for a normal house. The stairs stretched across the sides in two ways, showing there are many rooms. As I notice this, I begin to feel excitement wash over me. I begin to run around the place like a racehorse, Alex just laughing at me and begins to run with me as well. We begin to play tag and have fun. 10 minutes pass, and then out of nowhere we hear a loud bang upstairs. Within seconds we feel fear wash over us again. I tell Alex, "Hey man, I feel like we should go investigate." He responds, "Yeah, I think so too." As we begin to investigate the upstairs, we hear the big bang once again, but this time it was louder. We have approached the stairs that connect to the second floor. As we begin to go up to the second floor, we hear the creaking from the steps, but not from us but from behind us. We instantly feel like we are being watched, and this time we know, there is no time for games, this is for real. We continue to go up the stairs again, and we reach the second floor. At first glance we notice that it looks similar to the downstairs. But there is one door that is for some reason open. We instantly knew something wasn't right. We approached the door and with caution peeked into the room. We didn't see anything, but we instantly felt shivers down our spine. We knew something was not right here. We instantly knew this is our cue to not enter the room but leave. We slowly but surely exit the room, and we go back down the stairs. We heard the creaking from behind us again. Instantly we began to go from walking to sprinting. We rushed down the stairs, and then we reached the door, walked outside. We continued to hear someone walking behind us. We reached the gate after sprinting past the path. We opened the gate and then left. I hope this helps you know that not all places are meant to be explored. We are still spooked to this day.